Welcome back, Static Distortion. Today, joined by Grimzlee, of course.
Yo,
You we're covering When We Were Young. When We Were Young, 2025. I was there for day one, and here is my official review. Greatest fucking festival of all time. I'm gonna put it out there. I've been to two festivals. It's official. It's the greatest. Um,
what's the other festival you've been to?
it's called Ocean's Calling here in Maryland, Ocean City.
I wouldn't know that one.
It's nothing crazy. This was that times five, but really good bands. I Panic at the Disco and Blink-182 were my favorite bands growing up as a kid. So I was like, I might as well fly across the country to Vegas to go hang out with my best friend and do this.
That's fair, dude. Okay, well, we talked about it last week in a video. Did the whole lineup show up, or what happened?
Let's get into that. Okay, we can start. We can start. I'll start with who I saw, and I'll get right into that.
Okay. Sorry, I'm antsy.
No, dude, I get it. So, it kind of got spoiled for me because there's videos of people taking videos of sound check 2 days prior and posting them on TikTok. So I kind of already saw that it wasn't like a complete reunion, but I don't even care about that. It was the greatest set list from a performer I've ever seen in my life, and I will die on that hill. But getting to When We Were Young, right? Me and my buddy showed up about 2 hours past gates. I think gates were at 11. We were trying to get there by Mayday Parade. We were a little tipsy. We didn't get there by Mayday Parade, but we still went to the main stages because my first plan of who I wanted to see, like who was on my bucket list to see, was Knocked Loose. So I was like, you know what? I'll see the bands before them. And there were good bands. There was Yellow Card, Boys Like Girls, and Simple Plan. So three just classic pop punk. It was a good time. I'm not like overtly like a huge fan of any of those bands, but they had some jams and it was a good vibe. It was very, very positive. It was sunny. Had a drink. It was nice. It was by the two main stages because the two main stages were right next to each other. So a band would go, and then as soon as they're done, 5 minutes, boom, another band, boom, another band, boom, another. Like that's how they did the whole day. Then there was two other stages all the way across the festival grounds. So me and my buddy were there, and then I finally, through the mess of a crowd, found my other buddy Harry, and we were in Knocked Loose, and that's when the pits started happening. Some of the pop punk people just weren't ready for it, but it was pretty cool. Like people were just hardcore moshing. It was awesome. I would give Knocked Loose literally like 10 out of 10. Everybody was just hitting. It was 30-minute sets, so they were quick. We were just getting through it. After Knocked Loose, we stepped out. My buddy got a little lightheaded, but anyways, I wanted to leave to go to the other stages anyway because I wanted to watch the Plot and You and Chiodos. So we went and checked out the Plot and You. Amazing set. They were so good. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. And Chiodos Rest. And I ended up leaving the festival because there was a re-entry allowed to go get food because obviously if you're at a festival, food and drink is a lot more expensive than what's outside of there.
I've never been to a festival that allows re-entry. Well, okay, that's actually a lie. That's a lie. I have. It isn't a cool thing. I'm guessing you guys had the bracelet QR code things, or
yeah, you had to activate codes. Like we had to activate them or whatever. But like a tall boy can was $20 something, but I could go to the corner store right outside and get it for $7. Why not? But we left. We got some food, went to McDonald's, and then we also went to a corner store, got a couple drinks, finished them before going back in. And at this time, it was around 6:40. Loathe was playing at 7:25, but Blink was playing at 8:25. The buddies, I was with about 7 other people who were all music people, and they had VIP passes. So, because they worked like in the industry, so they were like, "We're gonna go watch Loathe," and I was like, "That's fine, because you guys can still catch Blink after Loathe because you have the VIP passes. You can get to the front or whatever, or get to where you need to be." I had regular GA. I bought these tickets a year ago before meeting anybody, and so me and my buddy were like, "We're gonna sacrifice and not watch Loathe, much to my dismay, and get to where we need to for Blink." As we're trying to get to Blink, pass by Taking Back Sunday, I'm having fun with it. Avril Lavigne's getting off stage, mind you. By the time we're back in, there's probably over 100,000 people standing right there. So me and my buddy are like, you know what? We're just going to wiggle our way through people to get back to where we were, which is a very hard challenge. And not many people like that, but you just kind of follow the wave of people who are also moving. Because I was like, I will be damned if I dropped this big of a bag on these tickets and am not right in the middle for where I need to be for my two favorite bands growing up. So we got up there, caught the end of Weezer. Eh, eh.
Yeah,
Weezer. Look, they have hits. Like,
they
there's
do.
some.
They have some bangers, man.
They,
I
they
would
have
love to see
bangers.
"Say It Ain't So" live.
It was good. They have bangers. I was just like, I was ready for the next one. You know what I
Right.
mean? Blink comes out. They play for like an hour, hour and a half, just ripping it back to back to back to back. And it was electric. It was so sick. And then the main event, Panic at the Disco. They go on at 10 p.m. They got off the stage at 12. 2 hour set. So it was Brendan Urie and his normal touring band. But the Fever You Can't Sweat Out intro starts playing. You're like, what? Like, I haven't heard this in forever. Then they play the entire record, front to back, even doing the old live traditional intermissions he would do on the piano, the very theatrical cabaret stuff, which was like crazy because he hasn't done 60% of this record since 2007. So it
Wow.
was like, it was nuts. Everybody was dying in the audience. We were like, holy shit, we got, like, the vibes were perfect. I was off my ass. I was jumping around and dancing and like performing in the crowd. I was grabbing random people by the shoulders and we were singing into each other's faces. It was literally I will die on this hill that Brendan Urie is the greatest performer of our generation or showman, and I will die on that hill. But they get through all the Fever, front to back, and then you're like, okay, they're probably gonna play a few songs like "This Is Gospel," like "High Hopes" or whatever. No, they did like 15 more songs. They did like four different songs from four different albums. They covered Bohemian Rhapsody. And then for the last song of the night, they brought out Spencer Smith, the original drummer, to play I Write Sins again. And it
Wow.
was fucking awesome. Now, I know they didn't bring out John or Ryan, but from a fan's perspective, it's a lot more, you know, when John and Ryan left, Brendan and Spencer stayed. So it makes more sense that Spencer would come around. And dude, this festival all in all was just such a 100 out of 10 experience. Like, if you haven't gone to a festival, if you're a fan of this style of music, like, it could be expensive, but it's so worth it. Grab a group of friends, grab your best friend, and go and spend all day. It's a magical event. Everyone who's a fan of that style of music is a fan for a reason, and it's just such like a big, tightly knit like family when you're in there. And then that led to Panic at the Disco announcing 20th anniversary edition of Fever with 10 new songs. They put out their original Live in Denver, which was like their live 2007. They put it out as an album. I bet they're going to announce a tour too, and I'm ready for it. I will drop all my money for it. So, all in all, When We Were Young 25, 10 out of 10.
10
That's
out
what I
of
would
10.
say. And I would do it 100 times more.
Outside of Panic, who would you say was the standout act for you?
Well, I mean, Blink, dude. Blink is so
Blink.
fun. Blink will never not be fun. Even if their vocals are given out, even if they're just like some 40-year-old dudes making like gay your mom jokes, it will never not be fun with your friends. Like, their songs are timeless. They hit hard. There's emotional. There's fun times. But like, if I had to be, I Knocked Loose was so fun. But the plot in you, dude. The plot in you was just, yeah. It's just what it needed to be, man. It was perfect.
Would you say that they're going to be a band that you're going to have to really dig into and check out now?
Yes. Like, even the songs I knew from them, I had to re-listen to all of them again because I was like, wait, these songs are actually really good. Like, they're not just like, oh yeah, they're cool. They're my playlist. They get me going. No, they're like masterpieces. Especially
That's how you know a band rips live, even if you've never heard of them. I
Dude.
mean, that's the point of being like an opener in situations. Like, that's the only thing you can dream of.
Dude, it's like a metalcore alt metal band, right? But he doesn't even do a metal scream. He has like a freaking hardcore, just fucking scream of pain, just a yell. And it was like listening to like Defeater over alt metal, and it was fucking sick. I just wanted to Yeah, dude, it was awesome. I loved it so much. I would 100% do it again next year if the lineup is something that's right up my alley, and I will definitely be tuning into Sick New World if possible. So,
Well, were there any technical issues you saw happen while you were at when we were Young Fest?
technical issues.
The reason I ask that is
Yes,
because, oh yeah, well, what
I
was it?
somebody, but it was so minor. Simple Plan or something was playing a song, and their intro got weirdly looped like 3 times. That was it.
Uh,
I didn't see any technical issues. Oh, Ghost Energy sponsored the festival, so they had Ghost margaritas, Ghost vodka, regular Ghost. It was super cool. It was awesome. I
I've
love
never
Ghost
seen them
Energy.
sponsor anything
They're
like
free
music related.
Slurpees, dude. Yeah, they sponsor I think Warped as well. But like, there was a 7-Eleven stand because it was hosted by 7-Eleven. There was free Slurpees. The food, there was like hibachi and stuff. Bathrooms, there was hydration stations that were free. Like, it was a good time.
Would you call it? So you would say it's a really professional, put
Yes,
together festival.
dude.
Yeah,
They don't fuck around, bro.
I've been to some rough ones,
Yeah,
so
like
it's good to hear when people have it together.
people were complaining online. Like, I didn't get to see my favorite bands. Like everybody was so quick. I was like, no, they were efficient. They were like boom, boom, boom. Like they were playing, they're playing, they're playing. And if you didn't get to where you needed to do, I don't know what to tell you because I did, and so many other people did. You know what I mean? You got to be
A
more
lot of
efficient.
people complaining like that are definitely like new festival goers because the real people know that you're not going to see everybody you want to whenever you go
At
to a music
all.
festival. You
Like I
have
did
to
not get
pick
to
and
see
choose.
Lowe's. I didn't get to see Lowe's. I didn't get to see Mayday Parade, but that happens. You have to sacrifice certain others for certain others.
Yeah, you have to really be picky and choosy. And also, while you're there, you might genuinely start feeling like I got to get out of this for a little bit. I don't care who's playing right now. I've got to get out of this,
I
and I'll
gotta
come back in a
chill.
little
I've been
bit.
standing all day. Like, dude,
Yeah,
I didn't get to see I didn't get to see I Prevail, and I didn't get to see Kublai Khan. I wanted to see both of them, but they were playing later in the day, and I was like, hell no, I'm not going to see Kublai Khan over Panic at the Disco.
no,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Wow. Well, dude, I'm glad you got to go.
hell yeah,
Uh, it sounds like it was a really good time.
a really
Hopefully
good
next
time,
year you'll get to go again.
dude. I'm
Next
counting
year you'll
on it.
play it.
Oh, dude, I hope so. My goal, I already said my goal, but next year is, I mean, there was people on the lineup that had less like monthlies than me, but like the thing is, they're nostalgic. So I think what's more realistic of an option than playing like a festival like Sick New World or When We Were Young is getting on the side shows. So they had side shows the night before. It's like the Story So Far, Tsunami, somebody else, and like a smaller band. And then there was like 4 other ones. All Time Low did it. Hawthorne Heights was playing a side show with the Paradox, and I was like, I could be an undercard on one of these side shows. That's my goal.
Hey, it could very well happen, man. You never know. Just put out a banger of an EP today. You know, hey, it could pop off.
Listen,
You're doing
Aphrodite,
the right
Moral,
thing.
all platforms. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, man, you got any final thoughts on the when we were Young Fest 2025?
Dude, final thoughts. Love was in the air. If anybody's contemplating going or if they feel like they missed out, it's like definitely go because it's a night to remember or nights if you do both days. But it is a little expensive. It is a little hassle to get the tickets, but everyone I met was just a delight. So and I literally was just making friends with people and I'm not even the most extroverted person. So yeah.
No. So guess that's it.
All right. That's When We Were Young review. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.